What completely legal things, when done in public, make you look like a psychopath? There's a guy in my town that has portable karaoke, and casually walks around, singing to himself and dancing. He's not a busker or entertainer, just in another world. I feel this. I've dug a lot of holes at night. It's too hot to dig graves during the day. But the whole time you are thinking, I probably look conspicuous to the neighbors. Not swinging your arms when you walk. I have a colleague who walks like an NPC. I can't explain what it is. He walks like someone who had to look up a tutorial on how to walk. But he is a great helpful guy, with photographic memory about the project we're walking on. Laugh when nobody does when watching a movie in a cinema. Laugh when something tragic happens in the movie. Staring at somebody, with direct eye contact, and not saying anything. Lockpicking the door to your own house, because you've lost your key. Keep a grin on your face while maintaining eye contact, freaks people out. This one time, my ex-girlfriend asked me to pick up her prom dress from a friend. I went to the friend's house, at around 9 p.m., and picked up the dress. She gave me no coat hanger, or anything, so I just carried the dress in my clenched fist. As I was walking back home through a dark alleyway, it occurred to me that my hand is pretty sweaty, and the dress might actually start smelling bad from all the sweat of my hand. I wanted to check the situation, so I smelled the dress. As I was standing in the alleyway, in the darkness of the night, smelling a red dress that I was gripping in my sweaty hand, I saw a woman, standing several feet from me, scared shitless, reaching for something in her purse, a phone? A pepper spray? At that point, I became more scared, embarrassed than her, and ran off. I assume that to this day, she's telling her friends a story about how she was almost murdered by a dress-stealing maniac, rapist, murderer. Walking around, drinking a glass of water from home. Brushing your teeth. Just straight up brushing your teeth in the street. Asking a person for directions, like which way is the forest, and then going to the completely opposite direction. Ironing your bathrobe in the front yard. I'm not sure if other people see me this way, but I always feel like a creep when looking straight ahead alone. I feel like the person in front of mine is gonna turn around, see me, and then think I'm a creep. What's worse is I forcefully look around, but I also feel like that's weird, and that people will think I'm trying to make it look like I'm not looking at them when I really am. It's a weird dynamic. Oh, story time. My old landlord's husband was clearing out a bunch of stuff recently, after an operation, and the dude collected medieval weapons that he had to get rid of. Asked me if I wanted one. I said sure, it would be pretty sick. So, walking back to the car, at 10:30 at night, in pitch black, lit only by street lights, I discovered there is no way to hold a two-handed axe without looking like a crazy person. Talking alone to yourself. I do it sometimes, when alone, but it makes you look like a crazy person if you do it in public. Barry? Do we look crazy? Yes we do, other Barry. Ting as I do it in English, while I don't live in an English country. I repeat my grocery lists out loud, to myself, to help myself remember what I need to get because I always forget my paper lists. The looks I get in a store, when I'm naming off grocery items really bugs me. All I say is stuff like, okay, half and half tomatoes. It's pretty obvious what I'm doing. But apparently verbal self-reminders just weird some folks out. Wear your pants and shirt backwards, as I learned in middle school. Just breaking up laughing at something funny you thought about. It's fine to carry around human bones, I mean legal specimens, in creepy-looking boxes. And we took public transit with it, while smelling like death. You could literally see creepy people on the bus move slowly away from us. When entering an elevator, don't turn back around to face the exit. Take a stroller chest carrier with a fake baby in it, proceed as if it is in fact your living child. Walk into any store and just lay down. If anyone asks if you need help, tell them you're fine. Then, after a minute or so, stand up and go about your business. Eating the grass at the park. Talking to someone on the phone with AirPods in, while also having long hair, and/or a head on. 11 to 10 times it appears that I'm having a passionate conversation with my imaginary friend, walking next to me. Loud talking, volume control in general. If you speak insanely loud, but in a generally respectful tone, during regular conversation with your cashier, people act mad, weirded out. Also, maintaining excessive eye contact makes people antsy. Talking to yourself in public too. Do T-Rex arms while humming quietly to yourself the Jurassic Park song. When someone looks at you, stare back and start humming louder. Sitting on a park bench as a grown man, brushing your dolly's hair, and telling her what a pretty girl she is. Wearing a pair of whitey-tighties on your head, so your eyes see out the leg holes, and you can feed yourself through the wide front. Stand alone in the center of a square smiling, with a bouquet of flowers in your hands, and looking at nothing. I went on a little hike with my family. We got lost and went the wrong trail. Dumped the kid's stroller, with a big monkey from IKEA in it, carried my daughter on the shoulders. Anyway, I went back at 18 o'clock to pick it up and retrieve our car as well. So I walk with a stroller, with a monkey in it, in a pitch black trail in the woods. If someone saw me, they would think I was a psychopath.